So the Patriots have played their first opening game of the season this year, their first game in Miami to open against the Dolphins. And it was a really, really disappointing game. I woke up today really optimistic. I couldn't wait to see a retooled defense with Darrelle Revis, and they were looking like they were going to be in a 3-4 front, and we are going to get to see Chandler Jones playing some linebacker. I was excited to see Jamie Collins and see what he could do, and Vince Wilfork was back and healthy. Gerard Mayo was back and healthy. We had Darrelle Revis. We have rookie cornerback Malcolm Butler, who had a good showing in the offseason. And then we had on offense, Gronk was going to be back playing again. We had Julian Edelman back. Danny Amendola was healthy. And they'd had a full offseason together. Danny Amendola had a full year in the new system. And I was a little surprised that Aaron Dobson was not active for the game, being that he played so much during the Giants, the last preseason game, and he did well. So I was a little shocked about that. And then it was a tale of two halves. The first half, the Patriots got going after a botched punt. And what is up with these botched punts? Their special teams needs so much help. Maybe I should go show them how it's done, because clearly I can do it. If I could do it so well, I'd be in the NFL. But even though they scored a touchdown with the blocked punt, the Patriots came back and they answered with a touchdown of their own with Shane Vereen, who happens to be one of my fantasy football running backs. So that was very exciting for me. And then Gronk scored a touchdown, and Julian Edelman was phenomenal the first half, and Danny Amendola started to get going towards the end of the first half, and the defense forced 3 turnovers, and then it was a tale of two halves. Out comes the second half, and holy cow, what happened to the Patriots? Apparently their pass rush forgot to make it to the year 2014, and their run defense was just as bad this game as it was last year, when you let Sean Moreno have over 100, maybe even, I can't remember if it was 100 or 200, but at least 100 yards in one half of the game. It was like the Broncos-Patriots game last year in November all over again, and that was a phenomenal game. I was at that game, and it was just, the first half stunk, but the second half was just phenomenal. And that was not the case today, where our first half was pretty good today, and then our second half stunk so bad. And our offensive line, oh my goodness, our offensive line. I have no words. No words for how bad the offensive line was. We knew that the loss of Dante Scarnecchia was going to be felt. No matter how good this new offensive line coach is supposed to be, nobody could replace Dante Scarnecchia. And then they go and trade Logan Mankins. I wasn't that sad about it when, at the time, looking at the game today. Would he have helped at all, or would it just have been as bad as it was? I can't believe how many blocks that the offensive line missed, and how many tackles they missed, and how many times Brady got sacked. And it was just, I felt really bad for Tom Brady. It stinks when you can't do what you want to do. And his long balls were not doing too great for him either. He was overthrowing his receivers a lot as well, and that's really frustrating. Like, how hard can it be to throw a long ball? Of course, I can say that because I've never tried in my entire life, and if I threw it, I'd probably fall about 400 feet short of the receiver. But it was just, all in all, a really bad day. I was disappointed in Darrelle Revis' play. He had a couple good plays, but you hear how he's the best corner in the league, and he's a Hall of Fame talent and Pro Bowl talent, and today he just looked like so-so. Aqib Talib was better than him for us last year in the beginning of the season. And our run defense was just as bad this year, or this game, as it was last year, even with Vince Wilfork back. I'm over here, Team Tommy Kelly, bring him back. Although they let him go to the Cardinals. And then our offensive line stunk. We just couldn't get anything going the second half, and the Patriots didn't score at all the second half, and I think they were held to like 31 yards, which is ridiculous, and not helping my fantasy football, thank you very much. But at least we are not Cowboys fans. At least we are not that, because I was watching the beginning of that game today is Des Bryant is one of my receivers in my fantasy league, and Vernon Davis is one of my tight ends in my fantasy league. And at least we are not Cowboys fans. Hashtag 3 picks in the first half. At least Tom Brady didn't throw a pick. He may have fumbled more than Stephen Ridley did this game, but at least he didn't throw a pick. But good news is we can only go up from here. The last time we lost the season opener was in 2003. We lost to Buffalo 31-0, and then we went on to win the Super Bowl. So hopefully that's just what's going to happen this year. We lose the kickoff, the opening game, and now we're just going to go on ahead and be Super Bowl winners. I'm calling it now. And this was not very exciting for me. My lucky Tom Brady jersey did not work, but here we are, coming live to you from Angel in the End Zone. Toodles!